Ho 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 bitches, Father Shock's missing in the house, back once again for the Renegade Christmas. That's right, something a little bit different, it's my Christmas video. That's right, I like to put something a little bit festive up just in time for Christmas, so yeah. Hopefully this will be uploaded just before Christmas, maybe Christmas Eve or something like that, because you know, if it's what everybody wanted, it's one more Christmas video in their sub feed right now, isn't it? Because you know everybody's doing Christmas videos, so might as well jump on the bandwagon and get in there myself, ain't I? But yeah, anyway, this is my Christmas video, so I just thought I'd do something a little bit different, and it's my 10, I was going to say top 10 then, but it's not really a top 10, they're in no particular order, it's just 10 alternative Christmas films that I like to watch, for me personally anyway. Yeah, basically I just want to do this and see if you class any of these on my list as a Christmas movie yourself, or if you watch them around the Christmas period or like that, or so that you can sound off in the comments at the end and tell me like some alternative movies that you like to watch, because you know there's a lot of alternative movies that are now become commonplace Christmas movies, aren't they? So like Gremlins and Die Hard, do you know what I mean? Do you know what I mean? They're not like alternative anymore because they're just classic Christmas movies now, aren't they? They are just classic Christmas movies. So yeah, these 10 are films that I don't think that many people would probably class as Christmas films. So yeah, like I say, sound off in the comments if you watch them around Christmas as well. So yeah, anyway, let's just jump straight into it. Like I said, 10 films, no particular order, and yeah, let's get on with it. Let's start with number 10. So in number 10 is Die Hard. Wait a minute, but you just said Die Hard's not an alternative. That's because I'm going to go for Die Hard 2. That's right, the sequel. Nobody really discusses Die Hard 2 around Christmas. I mean, the first one is like an argument in itself, innit? Is it a Christmas movie? Is it not? Do you know what I mean? There's those people that think that it is a Christmas movie, and then there's all those other people that are wrong. And yeah, the same for me. It goes for the same goes for the sequel, in my opinion, as well. So yeah, Die Hard 2. Yeah, it's a film that I always seem to watch around the Christmas period, and a lot of the scenes are set outside in the snow. I mean, you've got that whole sequence, that gunfight and stuff at the church and stuff like that, and when he's out on the runway, it's all thick with snow and stuff like that. So yeah, and it's set around the Christmas period again, so it's even more Christmassy than the first one, really, isn't it? But yeah, nobody really seems to put it in the Christmas films list, so that's why I'm going to put it in mine. So yeah, Die Hard 2. So at number 9, I'm going to go with Shrek. It doesn't matter which Shrek either, but there always seems to be a Shrek movie on at Christmas time. It's like one of those like new traditions for me, because obviously it went around in the 90s. I mean, when did the first Shrek come out? Was it like the year 2000 or something like that? So yeah, back in the 90s when we was growing up, obviously we didn't have Shrek, so I can't say it's been a tradition, but it's been a tradition for some years now, because they always seem to put Shrek on at Christmas. And like I say, it doesn't matter which one it is. I think there's about 4 or 5 movies now, isn't there, of it? If you class the short ones that they put on at Christmas, like Shrek the Halls and stuff like that as well. So yeah, Shrek has become kind of like a new tradition for me. It's got to be watched. But at Christmas, I mean, yeah, watching Shrek at any other time of the year now just seems really wrong, even though it's not a Christmas film. Really weird. But yeah, so in at number 9, Shrek. In at number 8, and this is a film set at Christmas. So it's a Christmas film. It's got a nice Christmassy vibe to it all the way through, even though it's not really classed as a Christmas film yet again, and that film is The Long Kiss Goodnight. So yeah, it's an action movie starring Gina Davis. So yeah, it's about a woman who gets amnesia. She used to be like an assassin, and she used to, by the way, spoilers, if you've never seen any of these movies, just skip on. But yeah, she's like just a normal, ordinary kind of like housewife kind of thing, but she's got like a past. Basically, she got shot, fell off a cliff or something like that, and then she washed up ashore, and she had amnesia, can't remember who she is, and yeah, basically her memory starts coming back to her and stuff like this when people kind of find out who she is and start trying to kill her again. And like I say, it's set at the Christmas time, so you know, lots of Christmas themed all the way through it. So yeah, and for me, I don't know, it's just a kind of cool action Christmas movie. So yeah, in at number 8 is going to be The Long Kiss Goodnight. In at number 7 is going to be The Terminator. That's right, the first one. And yeah, this is a really weird one because again, nothing really Christmassy about The Terminator. And yeah, I would argue that the second one, Terminator 2, is my favourite Terminator. But the first one, even though it's got a lot of nostalgic connections for me for all different reasons, like growing up with it and stuff like that, for some reason, I don't know why, but I always connect it to Christmas. I always tend to end up watching the first one anyway. Like I say, Terminator 2, you watch that at any time of the year, but the first one, I always like to watch it at Christmas for some reason, and I have no idea why. And I think it might be because I first saw it at Christmas or something like that when I was young, and yeah, it just kind of stuck with me. So yeah, I can't watch it. Do you know what I mean? It's not one of those films that it feels wrong to me though if I do watch it any other time of the year, but it is a film that I just seem to connect with Christmas for some reason. So yeah, in at number 7 is The Terminator. So in at number 6 is a film called Dirty Rotten Scoundrels. So yeah, this is Michael Caine and Steve Martin. Yeah, now this film is a film that I always connect with Christmas because again, it's always on the TV around Christmas time. And yeah, and it's one of those films that for some reason, it has no connection with Christmas. I don't think Christmas is mentioned throughout the entire film. I mean, it's set in like a nice kind of, it's like set abroad in like a nice climate and stuff like that. You know what I mean? It's really sunny and stuff like that. And it's about 2 con men and they're kind of friends, but they're trying to outdo each other as well. They're kind of rivals and they're both trying to con this same woman out of her money. And yeah, then there's like a little twist at the end and stuff like that. And yeah, it all comes together. But it's quite a cool, quite a cool film. Quite a funny movie as well. If you've never seen it, watch it. Like I say, it'll probably be on TV at Christmas. I don't know why, they always seem to put it on at Christmas, so yeah. But for me, it's kind of a tradition, again, that I always seem to watch it around the Christmas period, so yeah. Dirty Rotten Scoundrels. In at number 5 is going to be Reindeer Games, or if you're in this country, you might know it as Deception. I know it as Reindeer Games because I think I originally watched it on video. I think it came out in the late 90s. I want to say late 90s, but it might have been very early 2000s. But I saw it on VHS, I'm sure I did, and it was called Reindeer Games. But then when it came up to DVD, they changed the name of it to Deception for some reason. So yeah, I don't know, one of those weird things. But yeah, Reindeer Games, if you've never seen it, it's a Ben Affleck movie. So people will already be going, what are you on about, Sharks? It's Ben Affleck. Yeah, but do you know what I mean? Ben Affleck, he has made some alright movies. I don't care what you say, he's made some alright movies. And I'm going to say it, I like him as Batman as well. I like him as Batman. I like the Batfleck. Sue me. But yeah, I think he's matured as an actor. I think the older he's got, the better of an actor he's become. But yeah, if you go back to like one of his early movies, one that stands out for me is Reindeer Games. And it's just like a cool kind of crime heist movie set around Christmas. I mean, at the end of the day, they even do the heist dressed up as Santa Clauses. Do you know what I mean? So it's, yeah, it's just a film that I connect with Christmas yet again. Although I can't say that this one is a bit of a tradition as such, because it's not one that I tend to watch every Christmas, but it is one that if I do watch it, it is at Christmas, if that makes any sense. So yeah, there we go. Reindeer Games or / Deception, depending on what you know it as. In at number 4 is Highlander. Again, another weird one. Has nothing to do with Christmas, but it's just a film that I connect with Christmas because yeah, I borrowed this off my cousin when we was really young. I'd never seen it, and my cousin had it on VHS cassette, and yeah, I think we was up at his house like just before Christmas, and then he lent me the video and I ended up watching it at Christmas. So it just became kind of like a Christmas film. But again, like the last pick, it's not one that I will watch every year, and it is one of those that I'll watch throughout the year as well. But when I think of Highlander, I always connect it to Christmas, because that's kind of the first time I saw it was during the Christmas and festive period, and yeah, for some reason it just takes me back to that Christmas of the first time I ever watched it, when my cousin lent it to me and stuff like that. So yeah, for me, Highlander has become an alternative Christmas movie. In at number 3, and it is a Star Wars film. Which one am I going to go for? I think a lot of you already know at this point which one I'm going to go for. The best Star Wars. It's no argument, no contest, and that is The Empire Strikes Back. Takes place on Hoth, that snow planet with the walkers and stuff. It's Christmas, but there is a particular Christmas time day, Christmas period day that it reminds me of the most, and that is Boxing Day. For me, The Empire Strikes Back is a Boxing Day film, and that is because the first time I ever saw it was on TV on Boxing Day when I was about 7 years old. I'd already seen the first one, never seen Empire Strikes Back. I think I'd already seen Jedi as well. So I'd seen the first one, I'd already seen Jedi, but I'd never seen The Empire Strikes Back at this point. And I'm sure I was about 7 or 8 the first time I saw it. And yeah, I saw it on at Christmas time, but they played it on Boxing Day on TV. And I can remember that my parents didn't want to watch it. They was watching something else, or my sister wanted to watch something else, do you know what I mean? So I can actually remember watching it on the TV in my mum and dad's bedroom, because that's how young I was. I don't even think I had my own TV in my bedroom at that point, so that's why I was watching it in their room. But yeah, I had to go upstairs, watch it on a little portable, and it just blew me away. It instantly became my favourite Star Wars, and it still is my favourite Star Wars. And yeah, for many people, many people, they all say it's the best Star Wars, and I agree with you. So yeah, but yeah, for me, it's a Boxing Day film, so it's a Christmas movie. So there you go. Empire Strikes Back. It's a Christmas movie. I'm sorry. In at number 2 is going to be Blade. That's right. This is another kind of like a recent-ish one within the last 18 years or something. So from the millennium onwards and stuff like that. Even though that Blade did come out in the 90s, the late 90s. So again, I can't say that I grew up with it, and it's become a tradition. And it didn't become a tradition until I moved house. And this is because when I moved house in the year 2000, what I class as the big move, because that's the move when we moved from Nottinghamshire onto the Derbyshire borderline. So we were still classed as Nottinghamshire, but we was on the borderline, and yeah, we moved from my family home into the house that my mum and dad still live in till this day. But yeah, that for me, I always call that the big move, because yeah, like I say, we left our family home behind that I grew up in and stuff like that. So, but yeah, that first Christmas that we spent in that new house, as it was at the time, I can remember me and my dad watched Blade, and yeah, and then I think the following Christmas we ended up watching Blade again around the Christmas time, and then again, this is one of those that it's not every year again, but it's probably every year. But for some reason, if I watch Blade, it's always just me and my dad that seems to be watching it, and it always seems to be near the Christmas time period. So yeah, I just class it as a Christmas film now. It's become like a Christmas film to me. So yeah, Blade. It's a Christmas movie, an alternative one. Like I say, these are in no particular order, so this isn't the best one out of the bunch. It's just the last one on the list, and that is Masters of the Universe. That's right, the film made about He-Man. Come on, I was He-Man mad as a child. Loved He-Man. I had just about every single toy that you could think of for He-Man, and yeah, I had no idea at the time that they'd even made a film. No idea at all that they made a film, until somebody told me that there was a live action Masters of the Universe, and I was like, are you kidding me? And there was I can remember somebody at school telling me, yeah, and it's going to be on telly at Christmas as well. I was like, mate, I've got to see this. I had no idea it'd even been made. So yeah, I waited for it to come on at Christmas, this one year at Christmas, for the first time ever watching it, and it blew me away. Dolph Lundgren as well. I'm sorry, but he was perfect casting as He-Man. He rocked. He looked the part. I mean, his acting. When you look at it now, that film is very cheesy. And Dolph Lundgren, was that one of his first English speaking movies that he did? I think. But yeah, so his accent's kind of strong in it still. But yeah, it just reminds me of Christmas, because like I say, a person told me it was on at Christmas, and that's the first time I saw it, and it just blew me away. I mean, the film's not very good when you look back at it now. Yeah, and it leaves you on that cliffhanger as well, doesn't it? After the credits scene where Skeletor pops back out of the water and says, "I'll be back," and they never made it. Even though that, was it Canon, the studio that had it, I think they planned on making it. I think they even had an official poster knocked up advertising Masters of the Universe 2, but then it just fell through, didn't it? And then didn't they end up using some of the sets on some of the costumes or something and made Cyborg, which was a Jean-Claude Van Damme film or something like that. Something like that. There's a whole story behind Masters of the Universe and stuff like that anyway. So yeah. Anyway, that is my first or 10th in at number 1 or in at number 10, whichever way we're going. That is my 10th alternative Christmas film. So there you go, guys. That was just 10 alternative Christmas movies that I like to watch around Christmas. Like I say, they're not necessarily Christmas movies, hence why I'm calling them alternative ones, because they're just films that I like to watch around the Christmas period. So yeah, like I said, let me know in the comments if any of those 10 on that list would make it into an alternative Christmas list of movies for you, if you would watch any of them around Christmas period. But yeah, if none of those movies on that list are a movie that you would like to watch at Christmas or like that, or remind you of Christmas, then let me know what alternative Christmas movies you watch. Let me know. Like I say, it can be any random movie. It doesn't even have to have anything to do with Christmas. It can just be a film that you always seem to watch at Christmas or something like that. Maybe it's a tradition. Maybe you have a memory connected to it, and so yeah, and now it's become a Christmas film for you. So yeah, let me know what yours are in the comments below. And yeah, like I say, this will be my last video now, because Christmas is over yonder on the horizon. And so yeah, I'll see you lot in the new year. So everybody out there, have a very Merry Christmas, have a good one, and have a great new year, and I'll see you in 2019. Shocks is out of it.